It's amazing how many people made it here today. And the lengths that they went to for a free meal. I mean, but for those of you who don't know me, I'm Brett Boucher, the second Brett, or the second best man. And I've known Brett for a long time. We've been best friends. When did we meet? Like 1990, roughly. Yeah, I was about a week old, and we kind of just hit it off. We've been best friends ever since. And he was actually named after me. But really though, he's had a huge impact on my life. He's been a huge influence. He's always been one step ahead of me, and he's a tough act to follow. He's always one up me. So it's a privilege to be here today, up here speaking as his best man. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. Pretty sure I want to have a second chance at being his best man. That wouldn't be fair to Trevor or Corey. Opportunity. But he's not nervous because he's getting married today. But let's face it, you didn't really have a choice in choosing his best man. It was more like an obligation, really. Anyway, but we really know why we're here on this beautiful day. It was inevitable. He finally mustered up the courage to pop the big question. And as a witness of that day, I mean, I'll never forget it. He got on one knee and he said, "Brett, will you be my best man?" I said, "Absolutely, absolutely." So I quickly ran home and Googled what that meant. And I'm reading this list, and now Brett's a bit of a perfectionist. So I'm reading this list, and I'm like, all these duties, I'm like, he's not going to let me do any of that. I'm like, really? No, can't do that, can't do this. And then I came across two. The first was a bachelor party. I said, okay, that'll be easy. We'll just get him a gym membership in a tropical area for a week. I love that. And then the second was a speech. And I know Brett wanted a good speech, and so I couldn't procrastinate, and that's why I started writing that speech first thing this morning. And finished it on the ride here. Kind of hard to read. But I remember asking Brett, I said, "Is there anything in particular that you want me to talk about? Or is there anything in particular that you want me to refrain from saying?" And he said, "No, I want you to speak from your heart. I know you're going to have a good speech." I appreciate that, by the way. And but he said, "Yeah, if you could just refrain from talking about any of my ex-girlfriends." So that'll shave a couple seconds off the speech today. But really, on a more serious note, I really can't recall any girlfriends in Brett's past that even come to mind. I mean, it's always been Brett and Caitlin. I literally can't picture him with anyone else. If you've ever been in their presence, you know what I'm talking about. I've never seen anyone look at someone the way Brett looks at Caitlin. Now, I've been the third wheel through most of their relationship, but can you blame me? I'm trying to follow his footsteps, and truly, my dream in life is to have a love as fulfilling as theirs. Again, a tough act to follow. Their love is like a fairy tale. I'm going to share a little story with you. I think it was a budding point in their relationship. I was 20 years old about 5 years ago, and he wanted me to meet this girl. He was all giddy. I've never seen Brett get giddy about a girl before. So he said, "Let's go to Charlie O's tonight, down Narragansett." I'm 20, so you can tell how good of an influence he is. He's telling me, "This girl's beautiful, you got to meet her." So we get down there, and he points her out, and she was absolutely stunning. I said, "Wow, Brett, she's beautiful. Did you ask her out, and what's going on?" He said, "Well, she has a boyfriend." Right. A good start. But he was persistent. But we got a little loose, and we end up heading down. This is a true story. We're heading out. We're walking down towards the water, and I'll never forget. I remember Brett gets up on a rock wall and he starts doing cartwheels on it. That's how giddy this guy was. He was literally already head over heels for this girl. But he was persistent. He got what he wanted. He claimed her, and just goes to show you. Just goes to show you that just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Oh my God!
The real reason we're all here today isn't for the free food. I know that. And no, it's not for the booze. The real reason we're here today, we're really all here to witness true everlasting love. The joining of two beautiful families. A lot of people ask, what's the meaning of life? I think this right here, this is what it's all about. Finding someone you want to spend the rest of your life with and building something beautiful together. And on that note, I just want to thank all the families, the families of the bride and groom for making this day possible. Mr. and Mrs. K, you've done a fine job of raising a wonderful daughter. And Mr. and Mrs. Consilio, you did what you could. Caitlin, I'd easily say you're the most beautiful woman in the room today, but I'm pretty sure my mom's here, and I really don't want to upset her. I really know that everyone in this room would agree. You're absolutely radiant today. You're truly stunning. Brett's a lucky guy, and God bless you for putting up with him over the years. I'm so honored and happy to be a part of this day. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. Brett's the textbook definition of a perfectionist. He's extremely picky with just about everything in his life, and marrying you is the best decision he's ever made. I consider myself a part of the Consilio family, and so it brings me great joy that you are now officially a part of it. Welcome to the family. I think I speak for all the single guys in this room when I say that today is a sad day, as another beautiful woman is officially taken off the market. And Brett, you look pretty good. I think I speak for all the single women in the room when I say that today is just another day. Jokes aside, Brett, you're my best friend, a brother, a true inspiration. You've always been there for me. We've had countless unforgettable memories over the past 25 years, from piercing each other's ears to brewing up some delicious homemade beers. Being here on your wedding day is a dream we have both always shared and looked forward to, and now it's a reality. It's a true honor to be a part of history in the making, and I couldn't be happier for the two of you. Brett is an intelligent, genuine, ambitious, stylish. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't read your handwriting. There's no doubt in my mind that you'll always be a dedicated, hardworking, loyal, loving husband, and also a great father. And if you have a son, please name him after me. The last couple pieces of advice. 1, never go to bed upset at each other. 2, remember those 3 important words. You're right, dear. All right, I'll cut this short now. I broke my seal, so I gotta wrap this up. But lastly, it only remains for me to get you all on your feet, and with charged glasses, I'd like you to join me in toasting the Mr. and Mrs. Consilio. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the wonderful bride and groom.